Alright guys, welcome back into another PGA DFS video. This week we got the Valero Texas Open, and it should be a really good week DFS wise because there's a lot of really nice value options that we can go with. There's actually too many, so we'll have to decide which ones we want to roll with the most, but it makes it really easy to do a studs and duds approach. But I do want to have you guys touch on that recap of last week, so make sure you watch that. We had a really good week last week. We actually submitted the most optimal cash lineup on DraftKings, so look for that. But if you want to skip straight forward to the core plays, I'll have that in the comment section below. All right, so we'll get into the recap of last week. So like I said, we had the most optimal lineup or cash lineup submitted on DraftKings. This lineup right here actually took home a top 20 finish in the $5 entry, top 15 in the $1 entry, and it was actually top 10 in the quarter entry. So depending on where you play at, it did really well no matter what. So we extended our cash count now to 11 out of 13 full tournament field events we've cashed in. And we've actually, if you entered our lineups into GPPs, they've actually cashed 10 out of 13 times. So really not too bad at all. Like I said, I was going to play the Corrales Championship way more than the WGC. The WGC was more for fun. The Corrales I was really going hard on, and as you guys can see, it did really well. And what I like to see too is a lot of the Patreon subscribers, they had some really good weeks as well. One person said he took down a tournament. That's phenomenal. I like to see that. A bunch of other people said that they, used the entry to be eligible to win a Millie Maker ticket, and a bunch of people did that. And I know other people did well as well. So, feel free to comment in the comment section below how well you guys did last week. I know it was a good week, and we'll look to continue that this week. I do want to touch on it though real quick. $5 a month for the Patreon page. It gives you all the lineups. 11 out of 13 times we've cashed so far this year. So I know all the Patreon subscribers, they've been making money. So I just, if you guys want to join that, you can. It's up to you. But let's get into the picks for this week. Like I said, it's going to be a good week. All right, so the tough part about this week is there's a lot of good options. So Ricky Fowler, Matt Kuchar, Tony Finau, and Jordan Spieth, and Sungjae Im, they're all good options. And I'd probably rank them the way they're priced, although I might give the edge to Matt Kuchar. So certainly when you have that salary left over, you can definitely pay up for one of these guys. But I will be starting out here with Billy Horschel. Billy Horschel has 3 top 11 finishes here in the last 4 years. He hasn't missed a cut so far this year. He does have one missed cut at this event in 2017, but other than that, he's played really well at this course. He's a decent stat fit as well. If you want to play Jim Furyk, you can. He's been playing some really good golf so far. He had T26 last year. But the guy I want to continue to play is going to be Jason Kokrak. So Jason Kokrak for us, if you've been watching the videos, you've been following us, he's been one of our most known players pretty much the whole year. He's been doing really well recently as well. He has made 3 out of 4 cuts at this event so far. He's also one of the best stat fits. He's top 10 stat fit. He's top 10 in total driving and ball striking as well, which is a stats that we're always looking at. Lucas Glover is another player that I like. He hasn't played in the last 3 years, and he also missed the cut here in 2015. But Lucas Glover has been playing some great golf. As you guys can see here, his lowest finish when he's made the cut is T17. So obviously, if he's playing good again, he's one of the best stat fits, top 5 according to my model. So he could be a good option for us. Abraham Answer, he's going to be more of a GPP option. He has been playing better. He's made 2 out of 2 cuts so far in the last 4 years here. Graham McDowell is going to be another solid option for us. The guy who took down the tournament last week for us, that was really nice. He was in our cash lineup like you guys saw, but he's made 2 straight cuts here at this course, and he just continues to play some good golf, so I do think we can roll with him. Ryan Palmer is an interesting option. So he has 3 top 6 finishes or better at this course, but last year he missed the cut, and that's kind of Ryan Palmer. Either he's going to do really well or he's not going to make the cut. That's just kind of how he is. Aaron Baddeley is actually an interesting option here. So in the last 4 years, he hasn't missed a cut here. He's been playing some really good golf recently. His course history here is T16, 5, T29, and T20. He doesn't really bogey that much. He's 13th in bogey avoidance on the PGA Tour, so not bad option. Danny McCarthy was kind of priced up last week, and now we get him at a little bit of a discount. He's made 3 straight cuts. He had a T20 at this course last year, and he's a decent stat fit. He's top 25 according to my model, so he's not going to be a horrible option as well. I do think there's some better options that we can roll with a little bit lower down. Jimmy Walker, the former winner, he had a 4th overall finish here last year, and then a T13 the year before that. Well, Jimmy Walker's kind of been struggling, but this is a course that he's done really well at. I do expect him to make the cut, and if he does, maybe makes a push for a victory. Daniel Berger, he's a good stat fit. He did miss the cut here in his one tournament appearance in the last 4 years. I do worry about that. Justin Harding, I'm kind of curious to see what his ownership will be. As you guys can see here, he has been really impressive recently, but he's not really that popular name, but I could see a lot of people trying to get on him just because, 5 top 10 finishes, 9 out of 11 cuts made as well. Joel Dahman, I'm kind of surprised by the pricing here for Joel Dahman. Now, I know he doesn't have the best course history. He finished T75 last year, and then he missed the cut the year before that. But he's one of the best outfits. He's playing some really good golf, probably, top 10 in the field for, recent form. So I just don't get the pricing there. I really like him as a strong option this week. Joaquin Nieman, he did kind of burn, some people last week. We had him in our GPP lineups a little bit, but he should be a good fit here. He finished 6th overall here last year. This is a course that would fit his style play. He is a decent stat fit, top 30 according to my model. Trey Mullinax finished T2 here last year, and he's just been playing some good golf. So at this price point, I really don't mind him as an option, given his recent form as well. He's a decent stat fit as well. He's also top 30 according to my model, so not a horrible option, but I do think there's going to be a little bit better options here. So Dylan Fratelli is going to be one of those better options. I said last week that he was kind of my gut play of the week, and he did pretty well at T16 last week, but I also like him again this week. T20 here last year, and he's a decent stat fit as well. Also top 30 according to my model, so really not a bad option for you at that price point, but still, I think there's a little bit better options, a little bit lower. They might not have as much upside as Fratelli, but they do have a little bit better safety. One of those plays could be Matt Jones. So Matt Jones has made 3 out of 4 cuts here in the last 4 years. He did miss a cut here last year, but this is some of the best golf that he's played in his career. He's one of the better stat fits. This week, he's top 25 according to my model. So at that price point, given his recent form, given his likelihood of making the cut, I think he's a strong option this week. Brandon Steele, he just has tremendous course history here. He's going to be a one lineup GPP filler for me, but I don't like him overall that much. I mean, he's a good stat fit, but his form just isn't there. I don't think we can roll with him other than one lineup. So Nick Taylor is going to be another good option for us. He's just been playing some really good golf. Another top 30 finish last week. I think that's kind of what we can expect from him. In the 3 years he's played this course, he's missed the cut. He's had a T22 and a T21 finish, so he's decent. He just has some really good form going right now. He's a decent option at that price point. That's the problem. There's a lot of people at that low 7K range and below 7K range that are just too cheap, and I could see doing really well, top 25 and or better. Chris Kirk's an option you can go with. He's had 3 out of 4 finishes inside the top 13 with a missed cut mixed in there. Kramer Hickok, if you want to roll with him, you can. He's a decent stat fit as well. Top 35 according to my model. Jonathan Beard, just playing some really good golf. 7 out of 7 made cuts. Now, he does have a missed cut here last year, but he's just been playing some really good golf. So if you want to ride the form with him, you can. Nick Watney, he had a T20 finish here last year. He's playing some pretty good golf this year, so if you want to roll with him, you can. But Adam Schenk here, so he is priced at below 7K. Now, he has just been a cut maker this whole year. 12 out of 16 cuts made this whole year. He's one of the better stat fits as well. Top 25 according to my model. He finished T58 here last year as well, so he's kind of just checking all the boxes there for us. At that price point, I think he's a really strong option. The only problem is we're going to have a lot of salary left over, so we got to figure out who we're going to pay up for. But also, DJ, once again, I mean, he has just been dominating for us recently. He had a top 10 finish last week. He is the second overall best stat fit according to my model. The only problem is he's only played this course once in the last 4 years. He did finish T72 there, but that was 3 years ago. He is playing, obviously the best golf of his career, so I just think that's way too low, and I think he does have that upside that we look for. Padraig Harrington, I could see as an okay option, maybe more of a one lineup GPP option. He finished T25 here in 2016. Julian, once again, I think he's priced a little bit too low as well. He's just been a top 30 machine for us. So if you want to roll with him, you can. He finished 75th here 2 years ago. Grayson Murray, did his game finally come around? It might have. He had that T12 finish. This is a good course for him. He finished T16 here last year. I don't really like that option. It's going to be maybe more of a one lineup GPP type of play. Carlos Ortiz is a play that I like, though. He has a top 10 stat fit according to my model. He's been playing some really good golf, and with Carlos Ortiz, you kind of just play him when his game fits the course, and that's what we can say for this course. He's played this course twice. He missed the cut once, but he also had a T15 the year before that, so he's not going to be a horrible option. But at that price point, that's something we can really look at. Hank here, if you want to roll with him, you can. He was a top 30 stat fit. Not really an option that I'm going to be looking at too much, but if you want to, if you're down that low and you need a value option, not a horrible choice. But I think I'd rather go with Roberto Castro, who has made 9 out of 10 cuts so far. It's just kind of surprising that he is priced this low, given his current form. And, 9 out of 10 cuts on the year, that's just kind of crazy as that he's that low. He's made the cut here, finishing T42, and he's also missed the cut here. So not a horrible option. But now we're going to try to make a GPP build here for you guys. Obviously, this is not going to be the cash lineup that we put on the Patreon page, but look for that in the description. There will be a link there for the Patreon page. But this is going to be the lineup that we're going to roll with for now. It's kind of deciding between DJ or Shank, who we want to roll with. Think of it as a cash lineup, I would have rolled with Shank, but we're going to go with DJ in that build. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give me a like and subscribe if you did. And as always, let's keep cashing.